Hey collective, how are y'all doing? Happy Monday. It's your girl Sadie Rose coming to you with today's word. Today's word is a very special word, especially given the climate of the world that we're in right now. There's a lot of division, a lot of discord, a lot of warring, a lot of immaturity, a lot of violence, a lot of negativity. Don't let it pull you in to the chaos, y'all. Because one thing about God is that God is going to render karma on those who really deserve it. You don't have to do a thing but rely on your faith and to trust in God to have your back. Today's word is insidious behavior brings towers that will sit you down. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the mother. Have y'all had those situations happen before? Are you in a situation where, you got somebody lying on you, somebody stealing from you, they knew better, they know that what they're doing is wrong, and they continue to do it? Or they have everyone convinced around you that they're good, and you know that they really not good? It's gonna be a day soon. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first, y'all. We are in a time of ascension, and justice and judgment is here. You better understand it. So many people think that they can do anything to anybody and it not be seen. But little do they know, or a lot of people, because they are not grounded in spirituality or they have other allegiances to dark energy, that there's we are all main characters. Some of us who are out of balance more toward the dark, like you got a whole spiritual team looking at you every day and what you're doing and reporting it back. You might have people in your life that you're coming into contact with, or these people might not understand that they might be coming into contact with certain people that could be tests, just to test them for justice and judgment. I say all the time that I am a test. I know I am. God and the angels definitely use me. Come into contact with me. I'm very compassionate and kind, and I will always try to do the right thing. And should you decide to be insidious for whatever reason, even if you don't tell anybody, it's how you're judging, how you're thinking, then how you treat me, and how you support or work with me. It will be noticed, and that is the same for so many. You never know who you're really talking to and who is anointed by the Most High God. So the most common person should be getting the same respect, kindness, and love that a minister or pastor would have. And the way that God works is that if you do wrong and you don't know better, you're still probably going to get some karmic debt, some karma served. But if you know better and you continue to do it, and especially if you put yourself in a position to influence other people that are vulnerable, and you come from a platform of I'm helping, I'm giving, and you use that trust and that vulnerability to then hurt those people when you're supposed to be helping them, like what we see with a lot of churches, you really gonna get it. You're really gonna get it, or they gonna get it. Same thing for anybody who takes the heart and creates, creative ability and the passion of these young artists, and then use that against them to make them make a choice that was against their best interests, against their own spirit, for fame and fortune. in exchange for abuse and things that are so unfathomable. I don't even like reading or talking about it. They gonna get it. It is so important to not go in the snake pit when you are faced with snakes. Do you hear me? If you got people coming at your head and they lying and they stealing and they trying to hurt you, they trying to pull you into the chaos and destruction and mayhem of whatever they got going on, you disengage. Do not meet a snake where a snake is at. You cannot argue with a liar. You cannot rationalize with somebody who lives in the upside down world. And if they are insidious, meaning that they have malice and they get joy and satisfaction out of your pain or someone else that you know's pain, that means that you should not be mixing your energy with them at all, even if it is to be an objection to them. Because remember, they can't come up to your frequency, but they sure can bring you down with them. They can lower your frequency and make you become like them. You call on God for those insidious people. You ask for justice and judgment in spiritual court. And that is a real thing, y'all. You ask for it. And then you sit back and you watch. And you remove yourself. I can really tell you it works. Practice makes perfect, y'all. When I let people who were insidious pull me into arguments, pull me into their chaos, pull me into their drama, y'all, I almost didn't make it out. They lowered me. I'm like, how immature can I be? All this banter, all this back and forth. Why am I trying to battle these people? You know? Throwing back insults and being crazy and cussing and stuff. They bringing me down to their level. Even if I am right. Sometimes you got to step back and let justice and judgment play its part. Y'all, I have seen it in real time happen. And the more you sit back and the more you be quiet and the more you just stay being a good person, the more confused they gonna do, the more they gonna get exposed. It don't matter what they saying about you at this moment, they will become exposed. People will see them at the end for who they really are. And eventually, because if they're coming at you like that, they are their own worst enemy. They gonna take themselves out. 9 times out of 10, that's what I see happen. People end up taking themselves out. And you ain't got to do a daggone thing. Karma plays itself out. So seriously, y'all, don't engage in it. I remember one time I was in spiritual warfare. I'm not going to go into details because we're not there yet in comfort, but my response was to return. It was negative energy being projected toward me. And I responded respond back with another, you throw something at me, I'm gonna respond back just the same way. I'm gonna match your energy. You hear people say all the time, I'm gonna match your energy. So I matched the energy. Boy, that didn't work out too well for me. You should not match energy with a dark one. You should not match energy with an insidious one. You instead love them. You love them. You return light. It confuses them. It stuns them. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to respond when you are responding in light and love. That doesn't mean stay next to them. That doesn't mean keep them close to you. I'm saying be smart. And let God work for you. Let God work for you. And you're like, let God show you just how much He's got your back and loves you. I hope this message is helpful. I hope it resonates. Excuse me, y'all. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. And y'all pray for me that I get over this echo. You understand?